It don't matter the color of the skin, either woman or man, just let the case land. It's here, it's in safe hands. This is God work, not a fake plan. Too many kids being found in these lakes, man. This is MTGV, and you with Miss
Welcome in, everybody.
But ear to the street, like a drum to a beat. This is the place that you wanna be, but all trolls we delete, you better believe. Just so you know we on go, for those that's taking.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Welcome in, Kristen. Shout out to my member in the building. And shout out to Double Speak listening in from work. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please smack that thumbs up.
Thank you for tuning in to MTGV.
So today we're going to be talking a little bit about Dre, and also I want to talk about Nazia's route. Her route. Last time I was live, we were talking to Dre actually about one of the last videos I posted. I was talking to Dre about where Nazia got off the bus at, where the house is located at, and all of that stuff. So what I want to do is I want to travel the route that she took and also the place that they picked her up from. Okay, so please smack that thumbs up as you come into the building. Shout out to everybody on the replay, and shout out to everybody right here in the chat. Shout out to Gigi. Welcome in. She said, I finally caught you live. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you are here. Shout out to you. Welcome in to Olivia B. Thank you for coming in. What you got today, Miss V? Kristen, welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it, y'all. I'm not gonna waste no time. How you doing, Charlene? So we all know by now that Dre was arrested. And you know what? This really shows a lot, okay? First of all, we already know that they know what's been going on in their household, and they never said anything about Jarvis. So the fact that this happened to Dre and not to Jarvis, it actually stands out. And it don't look good. So whatever argument her and Dre got into, I'm sure it wasn't equal to what happened in their household. So now I know for a fact that they approve of it. They purposely fed the kids to the belly of the beast. And it was okay with them. Nazia didn't have a chance with any of these women in the house, if you can call them that. I don't know exactly what happened, but I can guess what happened. Because the last time I talked to Dre, which was Monday evening. And I didn't record it. He started telling me some things. I had sent him something to look at. And then he didn't text me. He called me. I sent him a couple text messages to get his take on something. And he called me instead of texting me. So we end up on the phone probably about an hour and talking about different things. And then he ended up talking about Marquita. You know, he had mentioned that they were both like dating. He was cool with that. But what he began to start telling me is that she's been dating multiple dudes, like at least 3 of them. If I remember correctly, about 3 different dudes she has had them dropping her off or picking her up from the house, sitting outside of the house, talking to these guys. And he's feeling uneasy. He said one day he was sitting on the porch and she pull up with a guy. And they end up driving down the street. He said maybe 3 houses down. But he was thinking, like, first of all, I don't bring anybody to my house. And because I made a comment, I was like, I don't like people to know where I live at. So that would piss me off. And you don't even know these guys. She meet random dudes. So it really make me believe that they are in the business of just meeting random dudes and messing with them. So I mean that ain't no different than at the traffic end, you know. And I think it's in their blood. Who meets a guy at the store and you already like ain't even been knowing him that long and already blocked him? It sounds like they don't make good choices in life, period. Shout out to my BFF. Now it's going to be an order of protection. Now Dre can't go home. From my understanding, it was some type of misdemeanor. It looks like to me that he's out. So first I heard that it was some type of misdemeanor and it was like a 72-hour hold. But then I end up going to look it up myself. Shout out to the Rooks. How you doing? Thank you for dropping in. I looked it up myself, and this is what I found. And it looks like he was, I mean, I don't know. That's what it say though. It says data as of June 26, 2025 at 5:34 a.m. So I don't know if they usually let people out at 5 something in the morning, but that's what it say. But his phone is still off, so I'm not sure. But this is what it said. Let me call his phone now and see if it's back on.
Please leave your message for...
So it's going straight to voicemail, but that literally says that he's discharged. I tried calling. I called earlier and I got somebody, but I didn't have the right information. And then when I called back, they didn't answer. But I found that. So I don't know. You know, I don't know if he got sent to another place, if the 72-hour thing is correct. Because the reason why I'm doubting it is because of how information looked when we were looking at Jarvis's information. It said one thing and it was another. Because I would have thought that he would have turned his phone back on, you know. What y'all think? She probably got his phone. Oh, that somebody could have his phone. You right. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Because it sounds like they were at home when it happened. Maybe he is going into witness protection. No, because I don't think it didn't have anything to do with Naziah. It had more to do with random men coming to his house. A little bit of that. But yeah, so he said that she told him that she met one of the guys at a liquor store and she said that she blocked him. So I'm like, hold on, how you just meeting a guy and blocked him already? It sounds like y'all already did the deed and already, you know what I'm saying? How you get irritated with somebody that quick? It just sounds like they just meet random dudes. And he was saying, I don't know what she telling this person. And they know where I live at. Maybe he went to his auntie's house. Maybe. And maybe, that's what I was thinking. Maybe he just want to chill. I'm hoping that he still got his job and stuff like that. But I just wanted to share that it appears that he is out as of this morning at 5:34. And then, let me see. So... Pretty much that's what I want to say about her. You know, this just make you stand out like a sore thumb that Jarvis is okay and Dre is not because of a altercation. Didn't sound like no hands was laid or nothing like that. Okay. So the next thing I want to do, I want to go, I want to travel the route that Naziah would have walked after she got off the bus. So what I'm looking at here, you know, Dre has said that, you know, the house that she was captured on, if you just keep straight, across the street is really where the house is. So that's another thing. It don't make sense that she crossed the street to me. If she got off at that bus stop, she could have just been on the right side of the street. So that kind of didn't make sense to me. But what he was saying is you just walk straight down that street and then you get to the intersection and cross over, and then the house is like 7 houses down from that. Which that is a nice little walk to me, because you got to cross a busy intersection. But that intersection is Warren. And last time I was live, I was kind of playing around with it, looking at some areas. And let me move this. Go back. So pretty much, if you go straight down Warren and bust a right, and then another right, you will be right there at Frank's Auto at Warren and Neff. So driving down Warren, you can see the street that they said that guy, which we believe it was Jarvis, coming up to her school trying to pick her up. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up right now. So this is what we're looking at. This is Naziah walking down the street. Now, one of the things that I'm looking at right now is her bus stopped right there by that gate. So why didn't she cross the street before right there? I think when she got off the bus, she was walking with some other kids. I believe that they cut out some stuff in this video where she jumps at. It's because they cut something out. Clearly they hiding something. But when I pull up the maps, you'll see what I'm talking about. It really I don't know why she didn't cross the street before she got there. So this is where she got off the bus at, right here. So she would have got off the bus over here. Why did she cross the street right here instead of just going this way? That kind of didn't make sense to me once I'm looking at this. Right there. This is the house she got captured at. You go all the way down this street. And the street is on the house is on the right side of the street that they live at. Just go all the way down Bedford. Right here. So we right here at Warren. From her street, you would just make a right. But according to what Dre said, if we were to keep straight, you would go down 7 houses and it would be their house. But we gonna go straight. Well, we can go straight down here first. Hold on. I don't know the address. I didn't even look for it. But about 7 houses down probably would be somewhere around this area. Well, no, that ain't quite. Well, maybe a little bit further down. Okay, so that is a nice walk. Like, okay. So I'm gonna go this way. This is the way to the shop. This is the way to, I believe that they were coming down the street because they can shoot. Neziah probably was supposed to meet them right here at the corner. And I do believe this is the route that I was saying. I had a video where a guy was literally driving down. I think he was driving down the street. And so just go straight down Warren, and Frank's shop is quite a ways down here. So they could have, I mean, not the one that they work at, but the one they used to work at Warren, East Warren and Neff. Down here. Chatsworth is the street name that they said the guy, we believe it is Jarvis, the man that was trying to pick her up from school. They said that he was coming down the street Chatsworth, and that street is behind the school. So like I said, everything is in Annette's area and his stomping grounds. So that's far. That would have been far for her to walk. But it's only like 3 minutes in a car. And it's literally right next to an auto zone. Let's look around a little bit. Last time I was doing this, I was saying how trashy it is, and a couple people got mad at me. Like, don't take it personal, y'all. It is a lot of garbage out, but don't take it personal unless you own the city. Like, this city don't represent you as an individual. Yeah, that's a nice. And this is also the street that Nay was walking down, because her aunt lives on Warren, and she said that she was walking down Warren, and that's how she met Jarvis. This shop, just like all the other stuff, is on the corner. Everything, it seems like everything Frank has is on the corner. Dang, it seemed like it's, wait a minute now. Is it coming? Oh, I think this is coming up. It's a nice ways down the street. Dang, it seemed like it's... Did I pass it? Seemed like it's too far. I'm about to put in the address in a minute. Wait a minute. I'm on here still. Hold on now. Did I pass it? It's right by... Oh, here it is. Family. Is that Family Dollar? No, that ain't it. Hold on, let me do... Wait. I must have passed it. Let's do this. Wait a minute. It's right here. So how did I miss it? I don't know. But it's right here on East Warren and Neff. Maybe I must have passed it. Right by a Burger King. And then if you keep going, AutoZone is right there. So that could have been the AutoZone that they went to that day after picking up Naziah. Because they would have just came straight down the street. But I don't know. I mean, it might have been. I'm thinking that's a possibility. And so this is the one that they used to work at too. Before they got to the one across from the Travel Inn. Everything is so convenient. You got AutoZone. You got O'Reilly's down there. And so when he met Nay, he must have been just standing out here looking, lurking, fixing on a car or whatever. She walked down the street. That's how he catch all his women. Either they walking down the street or he fixing something on their car. But she didn't have a car, so we know that wasn't the case. They said that it was a misdemeanor, the reason why he was locked up. I don't know what happened. I don't know the story. I just know that he wasn't happy about the random guys that was coming by the house. And also, she blocked his phone number. So he wasn't happy about that either. And so I think they just got into it about that. But my thing is, how did it escalate to where he ended up locked up and she didn't? But it looks like he's out, though. It looked like he's out, according to that. Let me see what y'all saying. Please smack that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Welcome in. I'm his wife. July 13th, she's supposed to leave. Right. So he said he put Shannon out on the 13th of this month. And she was supposed to be leaving on the 13th of the following month. But it sounded like Shannon was still there. They both were still there. Marquita did all this because she and Shannon were bringing men from a site off Plenty of Fish. They have to be out of the crib by the 13th. Yep. So I do know that she met some guys on Plenty of Fish, and she also met some guys at the store, like just random at the liquor store or something. And that was another thing. It was a liquor store around this way too, called Nino's, I think. Yep, Nino's liquor store. And that's probably that could have been, I believe they picked her up at the corner. And that's what she was saying. She was like, be there at 3. Because that's about what time it would have took her if she got off the bus. They clocked her walking down the street from that camera at 2:54. And so it probably would have took her a good 5 minutes to get to the corner of Bedford and Warren. They picked her up. They went to AutoZone. Probably went to the liquor store too, because it's right there. Let me see. And that was what happened. Ain't no way none of these other houses didn't have cameras. So that's what he was saying. Before, when she would get off the bus, I guess she would get off here by this fence and go that way, because that's where they used to live. But they moved. So why would she walk this way and cross like that? She could have been walking. I think it was probably a group of kids walking. And then you didn't see him walking, but then you see her jump and just end up over here. Walk past his house. You got all these houses. You gonna tell me that was the only house with a camera? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. What y'all think? You think one house on the whole block had a camera? Why am I talking slow? Why are you asking stupid questions? How's she gonna block his number when she lives in his house? Right. Ain't that crazy? The gall of these people. That's just it. It don't make no sense. Yeah, but if those charges are discharged, then where is he? I just pray he is okay. I'm messing with that demon family. Yeah, I hope that he's okay. I hope that he's okay. But it is strange that his phone is off. But like somebody said in the chat, she could have his phone. I mean, because if he got locked up, I don't know if they would have let him take his phone with him. If it was somewhere sitting, like, would he say, let me grab my phone? If he went to the aunt's house, that would be a good thing. But I would have thought the aunt probably would have said something. But you never know. What you got today? Let me go through these. So I really wanted to thank you so much. Y'all, please smack the thumbs up. I forgot to even ask y'all to smack the thumbs up. Is Mocha in here? Hey, Mocha, I finally got in on time. I am not Mocha, but shout out to Mocha. Shout out to Mocha, but this is not Mocha. Y'all know Dre got locked up. Oh, okay. Good afternoon. How you doing, Cynthia? Do anybody want to call in? Anybody want to call in and give your input? Now it's going to be in order. Oh, okay, I read that. If anybody want to call and give your input, let me throw this number up. Let me see something. It was somewhere else. I think I wanted to. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so somebody had left a message and under one of my comments, and they said if they move to another house on Bedford, but you have to cross a main street to get to it, the main street that he's referring to is Warren. I believe she was walking on the opposite side of the street from where she lived because she intended to turn left onto Warren instead of continuing down Bedford. Okay. I believe this is the street where Jarvis actually saw Neziah about to cross to not Harper. So from my understanding is Warren first, you keep going down Bedford and then you get to Harper. So both shops is just like a street off from the other. And she said because she intended to turn left onto Warren instead of continuing down Bedford. I believe this is the street where Jarvis actually saw her about to cross, not Harper. If you turn left onto Warren from Bedford, there is a Nino's Market advertising liquor and beer. And that's probably where he put in at. So let's go down that street right quick. So you make a left. And I thought I seen it somewhere too. I seen it by accident. I wasn't even looking for it. Oh, that's an auto. Let me see. So this is the liquor store they probably put in. What? And he talking about what's the address here? Oh, 15901. And then the shop is 175. So yep, that sound about right. They put into the liquor store, then they went to AutoZone, and then they went back to the or coming back from AutoZone, I think he said. Or they forgot something, they went back, and when they was on their way coming back, they seen her. They put into Angelo's liquor store, he said. But clearly, it wasn't Angelo's. Jarvis, not Dre. Shout out to Browns. Welcome in. Shout out to the Realists. Welcome in. Is that an Arab store? I'm not sure. I am not sure. What are we looking at? Yeah, just driving down the street to the shop, Frank's shop on Warren and Neff, and also driving the route that Neziah took when she got off the bus. She got off the bus, went straight down Warren, and then they picked her up right here at Bedford and Warren. But the thing that I was saying, and you know what? That's what I was thinking too. I thought that this was the block that she stayed on because I was like, what? Who walks past the house? I said if she could, so her house is not even on this block, and so she wouldn't have walked past home to get to get to before they picked her up, unless she purposely did that. But just like the detective pointed out, she didn't say pick me up at my grandmother's house. She said I'll be there at 3. And if you're not there, I'll wait. So she could have been waiting right here on this corner, because their house is this way. And somebody's seen something. Come on. Somebody seen something and somebody knows something. But why he got... That's a good question. I really don't know why he would have got locked up. And I didn't get a chance to ask anybody what his charges was personally. I just heard that. I don't know. I heard a misdemeanor. So if it was a misdemeanor, could he have had something on his record already? And because they were there, they just arrested him? Because, I mean, what other reason would he get arrested for an argument? Unless, I mean, I didn't hear nothing about no fight or nothing. They don't have cameras around there. What happened here? Who picked her up? Jarvis and King would have had to pick her up right here on the corner. And what happened is she's went missing this day and never to be seen again. Thank you, BFF, because I forgot to post it. She never to be seen again, and that was January 9th, 2024. And the prosecutor is telling us that she is no longer with us, but we ain't seen no information from the prosecutor that supports that she is no longer here. Is it possible cameras can be on the mode where it only shows cars, animals, etc.? People can have their cameras on just to show cars. Can you? I don't know. I don't know how they work. I mean, I thought you could maybe they can take the motion detection off. I've heard of that. Because they can be very sensitive. But I mean, ain't that what people want cameras for? So they'll know. I would think. But let's see. If she claimed he hit her, it would be a misdemeanor. I mean, but wouldn't you think it would be maybe assault and battery or something? Some type of assault if he hit her? And couldn't they have been specific? Shout out to Young Riz. Yep, I don't know. But I know one thing, after all of this, I'm pretty sure that he gonna have to do something. Like, I wouldn't want nothing to do with her at all. So here's the message that I was talking about. It says, when King said that he saw Neziah crossing Harper and they put into Angelo's liquor store to pick her up, I think they actually put into the lot of Nino's Market on Warren. Early I said Angelo's on Warren. Sorry, that was a mistake. If Neziah turned left on Warren, she would have quickly reached, as it's only 2 blocks from Bedford, and she would have crossed the street on Warren, as it is on the other side of the street. If you look on Google Maps, you'll see a big sign that says Nino's. Yep, saying that they sell liquor, beer, and wine. And to reach Neziah's school from Warren, let's do that. Wait, where we at? So to reach her school from Warren, you will keep going left until you reach Balfour. Oh. That's the street that Neziah asked her about. So that's the street that Latricia Johnson lived on. Everything is so convenient. Then you make a left. Knowing me, I'll pass it right by. Dang. Hold on, y'all. I'm not trying to do all this. And I remember her saying Balfour. So why wouldn't Isaiah be asking her about this street? Or did they just lie on Isaiah? But don't that make sense though? Okay, so Latricia Johnson's car is the car that he used that day. Naziah asked for her street. Like, I feel like they could have been setting her up. I don't know how many streets down it is. What street is this? Haverhill. I don't know how many streets down Balfour is. But yeah, this is the street that that guy was going down though. As a matter of fact, Balfour I thought was before you get to Bedford. Balfour before you get to Bedford. And I just thought it was down. I thought it was closer. I pictured it closer. She said down by the ice cream basket. Let me see something. I think she said basket. Nah. Ain't nothing pop up, so it probably ain't. Okay, I don't know. Okay, but she said to keep and I can go to the school, but I'm not. She said to reach Naziah's school from Warren, you can keep going left onto Warren until you reach Balfour. Then make a left on the Balfour and keep going until you reach Breedman Street. And then make another left and you'll be at the school. Welcome in, Joy. Question, people, what would you do if you were trying to get away from monsters? Shoot, I know how to get away from most things I don't want in my presence. Just get away from it and mean it. That's it. That little girl's still alive. She just ran away to get away from them. That would be nice, but I just don't believe that. I mean, it is believable to me because they haven't showed anything to tell us. And hopefully they'll show us something that make sense, because right now it don't. Everything that they said, they could literally, if they would just take her phone away from her, all of that stuff will be true. Hold on, let me go to it. It's not enough. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. So why was Jarvis charged? Before getting into details of what happened in court, here's what we know about Jarvis. Prosecutor said Jarvis was supposed to turn himself in to the authorities on a gun charge on January 9, 2024. Neziah went missing, but that date was pushed back to February. Harris allegedly met up with Butts that day, and the two reportedly went to Ypsilanti before returning back to Detroit, where Butts checked into a motel. Hold on. Let's see what they say about this evidence. Neziah's clothing. So, an inside-out pink jumpsuit, a black jacket, and a red and black shoe were found near the intersection of 7 Mile and Berg by a U.S. Border Patrol officer who testified he and his team were searching the river near the intersection in relation to Neziah's disappearance. He testified the clothing he found had not been there for a long period of time, as there was no discoloration in the clothes and no evidence of animals getting into it. He described the clothing as looked fresh. See, they know. They know these clothes is fresh and wasn't sitting out there long. We know it too. Makes no sense. Let's play the video.
Ain't nobody this motherfucking taking off their brand new suit and leaving it right here like this. And it look like it's blood right there. Look at it. I know what blood look like. Definitely giving blood, bro. And definitely a brand new ass suit, man. This thing got no crease and clean as hell. Blood on the back. Who the fuck leaving a brand new shoe right here? Come on, man. Definitely blood, bro. If you don't think that's blood, you crazy, bro. I know what blood look like. Feel me? Ain't nobody this.
And y'all know we've been looking at this and finding out that's Vari's friend. And then when I reached out to him, he won $100 to talk. So I ain't feeling the evidence before that happened. But it says here, a woman said on March 7th, 2024, she found Neziah's school ID on a sidewalk near her home on 7 Mile and Evergreen. Hold on. She testified during the preliminary hearing on January 7th. She stepped over for 2.5 weeks from a nearby bus stop before deciding to pick it up. When she picked up the ID that was face down, she recognized the girl's name because she had heard about her disappearance on the news. She took the bus to a local gas station to put the ID on the lid to prevent any more fingerprints and called the police. So we counted back, and Jarvis would have already been in jail. We counted back, if we was to count back a month, because it was March 7th, and he got locked up February 7th. So if it was 2.5 weeks, it would have been, I forgot what date it is. I'm not looking at the calendar, but he would have been locked up even if we went back 4 weeks, is what I'm saying. And she said that she had been walking over it for 2.5 weeks. So at what point did it get put out there? And who put it out there? I wonder. Welcome in, Alma. I wonder. Welcome in, precious pieces. Good seeing you. Let's go with the thumbs up. What? Man, come on. Can y'all get the thumbs up? I don't be looking enough. Like, I be looking at everything else. So I see 69 thumbs up on my end. Can y'all please ring my bell before breaking into my chat and even in my bushes? If you in my bushes, you're in my trees, drop down and smack that thumbs up if you ain't a hater. And I would hate to believe I got any haters. But I know I got some. Butts bound over for trial. Okay, so the one that I really wanted to find, hold on, is the one, hold on. Let me read this right quick. So it says, now this is what the judge said. I just want to put it on the record while y'all hit that thumbs up. Good Lord. Okay, so before concluding the hearing, she told Butts to stand up and listen to her as she continued her statement directly towards him. She said, at one point, I thought you were cognitively impaired, she told Butts. And then maybe you had a brain of a 10-year-old. And that's why you were doing such things. But as I heard more and more testimonies, you're just a true definition of a ped. We ain't gonna say it all. You ruined Naziah. You played mind games with her. We all heard that. You controlled her emotionally. You exposed her to so much at such a young age. The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear. Naziah deserved more. So much more, she said. And while I mentioned that other people have failed her, Jarvis Butts, you are the monster in this whole picture. Yes, he is. And somebody said, you know who else failed her too, the justice system that keeps letting people like this out of prison after not being convicted once, not twice, but 3 times prior to her case for the same thing. Boy, there's a mega edit in a section today. I hope the other prisoners take care of him. Her grandma deserves to be prosecuted to the fullest extent. Sabri said everything I like to say. Let me go to something else. Hold on. I just thought about something. I've been meaning to do this, so let's see. So what I wanted to do is go to Jarvis's sister, her page where she posted this on January 16th, 2025. And in this post, she said, it's really sad that some people are so ignorant. I did what was right. And now my daughter and I are getting life-threatening phone calls. I see some of my family members' pages are being posted that never even met my brother. I don't owe anyone any explanation. I know who I am. People are speaking on me and my family as if they know us personally. I hope that they're putting the same energy into keeping their children and kids away from MFers like my brother. Find a job or something better to do besides trolling me. This is just why people don't come forward to do what's right. Shaking my head. And then somebody said, F what they talking about. You did what you had to do. So she said, I'm just worried about them. She said, I'm not worried about them. Effing with my kids and my brother is not, and my brothers is not cool. People act like you have control over who you're related to. So I just wanted to read this because we haven't heard from Jarvis's family or anything. And this is just a way to see, what she was thinking at that time. And I mean, she got trolled pretty early on, so that probably turned her off from thinking about talking to anybody. Oh shoot, wrong people. Let me see something. I'm not looking at the chat, y'all. So she said, I literally deactivated my account because people thought I had something to do with this. And I still hear people talking about her. And I feel bad for the family that spoke out, did the right thing, and people are trashing them. So she said, I literally deactivated my account because people thought I had something to do with this. I was just at the wrong place at the right time. The police didn't come to me. I went to them. They never knew I was there. They didn't even know I was there until I did my own. I didn't even know I was there until I did my own investigation. Brother or not, that shit is wrong as hell. And he has to pay for that. He has to pay for what he did. That's why I testified. I didn't have to do this shit. Naziah deserves justice. She deserves to be laid to rest. Her family deserves closure. This is not on me and my family. She said, I'm seeing all this made up. She cussing a lot, so I ain't gonna. She said, I see all this made up stuff. Stories about my mom, which is crazy because everyone that knows us knows our grandma raised us. They need to find another hobby. What happened to Naziah is sad and heartbreaking. If they care so much, search the area his ass was tracked to. She told somebody that she loved them. She's telling people that she loved them. People that's encouraging her. She said her brother she told her brother to delete his comment, and it's because he said MFers can play crazy if they want to. I'm the brother that'll blow Ish up. And she said, delete this. F them. I'm not worried. And he said, I ain't deleting Ish. F whoever don't like it. Okay. And then she left. She just called his name and put her hand on her forehead like, dude. So then one thing about me is I'm going to always do the right thing. It doesn't matter what people think of me. It's their opinion. It don't pay my bills. Then she's telling people she loved them. They're telling her they love her. Somebody said, I'm so proud of you. The way you stood up for what was right. You stood on business. And she said, you know that. That's what I do. It's just a lot of I love yous, proud of you, hugs and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it that she said that I could see. There's a lot of stuff that other people are saying. So that just give an idea of what she was thinking. And also I remember, was it Kiwana or Janelle? One of them said that they appreciated her because she did, like, somebody, one of them said that they like broke down or something, because it might have been Roxy, one of them, because she mouthed to them that she was so sorry or something. Whenever she said something, she was talking to them. And because I remember the conversation. Now let me see what y'all saying. Thank you, BFF. Thank you. I only see 84 thumbs up right now. I don't know if I need to refresh or what, but thank y'all for the people that are smacking the thumbs up. I never do B&E. I appreciate you. Man, I appreciate you. Let's see. So what do y'all think about the sister? I don't blame the sister. I blame the people in the household. I really do. Do I believe people know what type of family they had? Maybe they didn't know what was still going on in the household. I don't know. I can't think for them, but it really was and is on a net, and I'm not understanding why they chilling. So we only got 84 thumbs up and 175. That's crazy to me. I appreciate your content, keeping it real. Thank you, Nikki P. That's all I know how to do. I don't know how to lie or nothing. Good day, Miss V in chat. Auntie Mo, how you doing? So, let me see something else. So the brother said, somebody said, that's right, and her extended family ain't as nice, so keep that BS to yourself. And then his brother said, tell him again, bro. And then we seen how he was cowardly, looking down and didn't ever want to look up. Okay, now I'm going to what I was looking for. Okay, so let's look at this. Kim Worthy, y'all know she's the prosecutor. It's been a lot said about her. I know Cold Piece, she put up some videos about her cases that she's worked under or worked with and indicted, cases she's indicted and people falsely accused and spent years in prison for something they didn't do. And it was some other ones, right? Something about she was involved with a Diddy trial, also something with Diddy too. But anyway, she's 68 years old, born December 5th, 1956. It says she went to the University of Michigan, University of Notre Dame, and she went to Notre Dame Law School. I just want to see what they said. Kim Lauren Worthy is an American lawyer and politician serving as a prosecutor of Wayne County since 2004. A member of the Democratic Party, she is the first African American woman to serve as a county prosecutor in Michigan. Wow. So she got to stand in line. I mean, she got to stand like all the men. She the first woman. African American woman. So it says here, how much does a Wayne County assistant prosecutor make? What is Kim Worthy's conviction rate? 90%. Well, if you throwing cases on people, it would be 90%, wouldn't it? She served in this position for 10 years, becoming the first African American special assignment prosecutor, and had an over 90% conviction rate. Okay, hold on, y'all. My bad. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking. Okay, so let's see. A white sweater. Hold on, man. Let me read this. What? And a palm. Oh, that's something I wanted to look at too. But it says, prosecutor said also, wait. The evidence is overwhelming. No, it ain't. Okay, let me just read. It says Harris, who was 13, was last seen getting off the bus. Okay, we know that she was reported missing the next day. Worthy said text messages showed Naziah met up with Jarvis. The evidence shows overwhelming in this case that she is deceased. Worthy said evidence shows that Butts knew Harris's family, allegedly groomed the girl starting in 2022. Naziah was pregnant when she was unalive, and Butts allegedly the unborn child's father. According to the prosecutor's office, Butts searched for the pills, drinking red antifreeze before her death. Both police and Harris's family have spent time looking for her. Yeah, right. Both police and Harris's family have spent time looking for the girl. Authorities have searched numerous areas of the city and around Metro Detroit, including part of Pittsfield Township. Where I never heard of Pittsfield Township. Have y'all? Let's see. Pitts. It's in Ann Arbor. It is a charter township Pittsfield Charter Township is a charter township of Washtenaw County in the U.S. The population is 39,000 people, according to the 2020 census. Let's see. It just took me in the middle of nowhere. Let me pull it up. I mean, it is put up, but I'm not looking at the chat, y'all. Give me a second. Yeah, it just took me to the middle of nowhere. Just to the middle of nowhere. I had an address for out this way. So this look like more out in the country type of areas. Dang, let me get on the street. Wait. Is that gonna get big for me or no? Okay. So definitely like farmland. Okay, so it says including parts of Pittsfield Township and a pond in Clinton Township with no success. Despite never locating her body, Worthy said there is evidence to support the fact that the girl was unalived. According to Worthy, Naziah was very active on social media and never missed school. That's that right there. Those are key things for them, and it ain't for me. But it says after January 9th, she stopped using social media and did not return to school. Both rare for the teen. So yeah, she would be off social media if she didn't have a cell phone. And if ain't somebody got her, she can't go to school. Okay, that don't mean that she unalived. I mean, just based off of that. So the prosecutor also said that investigators found clothing believed to be Harris's in the area Butts visited near the Rouge River around 7 Mile and Berg. Worthy said this the clothing was damaged, indicating that there may have been a struggle. We seen all that. Hold on. Okay, Worthy, the clothes were damaged, indicating there was a struggle. This is one of the most difficult cases that I have been part of. The police chief James White said. Disappearance timeline. The prosecutor's office provided a rough timeline. Naziah took the school bus. She had her hair in 2 braids, puffs, clear frame glasses, a white sweater, which she did have on looked like a white turtleneck sweater with a black jacket over it. So right there, that's what she had on. Okay, it says a black jacket over it, a colorful Rugrats jacket with a fur-lined hood, with light blue jeans and Nike shoes. There's a video of her getting on the bus, which we ain't seen no video of her getting on the bus. We seen a video of her sitting on the bus, but not getting on the bus. That's a difference. Unless they got, they gonna show us in trial. Naziah used her DPS issued tablet that she used to communicate with an app. She used her school tablet. She took one last picture of herself on that tablet. Using her tablet, she sent a message to a device associated with Butts, indicating that they would meet up after she got out of school that day. There's a video of her getting out of school at the end of the day in the same clothes. Now, so they got a picture of her getting on a bus and leaving school. So for the people that think it happened before that, if they got proof of that, then that kills that right there. And then they're using all of these pictures as if it was from that day. Even though she looked much younger on the picture of her sitting on the bus. We know the pictures, they just don't look right. They don't. So these two pictures, the one sitting on the bus and the one waving, is all supposed to be from the same day. Her walking down the street from that same day. They got a timestamp. But the thing that's crazy that throw everything off again is that Mr. Smith marked her present on the 10th. Another thing that stuck out to me, the lady that found her ID, her last name was Smith also. Correct? Because I remember saying, I wonder if she any relation to her teacher, Mr. Smith. Anyway, there's a video of her getting out of school at the end of the day in the same clothes. She meets up with Butts and a co-worker and goes back to their auto repair shop on Connor and in Detroit. And if Annette and them just would have got in their car and drove over there to check to see, she would have been sitting right there in the car in front of the garage. She was sitting there for hours. They didn't bother to go check because they already knew where she was. So yeah, she met up with Jarvis and King, and they took her to this shop. She sat there till it got dark. The car ran out of gas. She was sitting in there for so long to get heat. Why didn't she go inside? So much to the point where it ran out of gas. They had to stop working, pull the car, get some gas, push it to the gas station, and all of that extra stuff that didn't make sense. And it says Naziah is seen by Butts' sister at the shop. Butts, the co-worker, and Naziah were together in the co-worker's car when they went to Ypsilanti. Butts and the co-worker and Naziah were together in the co-worker's car. That's not true. That ain't true. Didn't they drive two separate cars? Or no, they drove one car first? No, they drove two cars. Jarvis and Naziah got in the Porsche. Wait, what was the name of the car? The car they was fixing. I can't think right now. Jaguar, the red Jaguar, I think. They got in a Jaguar and he drove his 300. But it says here that Naziah, Butts, and the co-worker got in the car together and they went to Ypsilanti and then returned to the shop. No, so they drove separate cars there. They drove, but the sister, King's son's auntie said that they got in King's truck, but King said he drove his 300. And then this article say they drove one car, but they actually drove two. Make it make sense. But I know people make mistakes, but so they went to Ypsilanti and then they returned to the shop on Connor. Butts' phone places him at these locations. That don't mean somebody else couldn't have had his phone in another vehicle that he handed to when they was out there in Ypsilanti. And they took the phone and drove around and did everything while he got rid of her. I'm just saying. It could have been a whole nother car out there that took her and did what they did. She could have never made it back. Or she could have made it back. I'm not sure, but it makes sense that she wouldn't have made it back because it was something about that day that they wanted to do it. And it says here at 9:30 p.m. to 12:20 p.m., Butts checked into a motel. There's a receipt confirming this as well as his phone placing him at that location. Neziah is never seen again after January 9th, 2024. In addition to the announcing the charges in the Harris case, Worthy has also charged Butts with essaying two other children who were under 13 at the time. Worthy said one of the victims, who is now 20, was allegedly essayed between April 2012 and April 14th. So I'm thinking that is April 2012 through 14. So for 2 years he did this. To the month, a whole year to a couple years to the month. So it says, that's sick. Worthy said one of the victims who's 20 now, was allegedly, from April 12th, 2012. From April 2012 to April 2014, while the other victim, who is now 11, was essayed from July 2015 to July 2017. So he preys on them for 2 years straight, beginning and ending in the same months. April and July. That's crazy. He has been charged with 5 counts of second-degree criminal essay conduct, 1 count of first-degree criminal essay conduct for those assaults. The court records show that Butts also previously served in prison for essay a child in 2004. He targeted and befriended women to have relationships with their young daughters. He was a classic and expert groomer and ped. This is crazy. Hold on. An impromptu search happened hours after the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office confirmed a warrant request is being reviewed by the police. So the evidence included in the warrant could be enough to file charges against a person of interest. Family friend Mark DeAndre fired up a Facebook Live on Thursday while following up on a lead, and joined Neziah's cousin Roxy to search for the teen who's been missing since January. I'm just going off of community concerns. Hold on. I'm just going off of the community concerns and things like that. And I took it upon myself to go check it out and just talk to neighbors. So that's how we ended up there, Roxy said. To know that people are still tuning into this Facebook Live, They're still chiming in. They're still operating, still showing up. Okay, hold on. How helpful has Facebook Lives been in keeping Isaiah's name out? I believe it has been very instrumental in uncovering information from within the nucleus of the family, Mark said. Specifically those inside the house with Naziah, right? It's uncovered a lot of information that needs to be known. Fox 2 has followed the search for missing 2-year-old since she stepped off the bus and vanished. They've canvassed the area of the neighborhood near the Rouge River. A family member searching answers outside the place like, wait a minute, searching for answers outside of places like the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. Let's see what she got on here. Wearing a light blue jean shirt, light blue jean pants, a pink and white Rugrats coat with fur collar and blue and white Nike shoes. See, when Annette said on the stand that she had that little black fur around the collar or something, I think she just remembered it was something with fur that she was supposed to say. But she definitely didn't get that right. How do you forget what your granddaughter had on the last day you seen her? You know, when you line them up against the wall and cuss them out for morning prayer and all that. Like, how did you miss what she had on? Miss Tight Ship? How? Let me see what y'all saying. So if anybody want to call in, y'all definitely can. They didn't search until 30 days after she went missing. Exactly. Such a long time. I feel like they have enough evidence from online to put him under the jail for the rest of his life, even without a body. I agree. And he definitely can get charged without a body. You don't have to have one. They have convicted and sentenced the best for life, long time with no body and circumstantial evidence. Thank you, BFF. Circumstantial evidence would definitely get him there, right where he need to be. But you know, we want justice for Naziah too. But I just don't feel like he gonna walk because of all the things he's done. He don't deserve to see the light of day. Naziah can't see the light of day. It's very shameful. No clothes have been brought up that she was supposed to have had on. Exactly. Her own grandmother couldn't even get that right. She failed her in life and in death, if that's what it is. But she definitely failed her and made sure that she felt unloved the whole time. I feel like they have enough evidence. Okay, I read that one. The police didn't even know about it. They set it on the desk and just forgot about it, is what it looked like to me. I'm praying Naziah's spirit to have life. Only 13. Man, they have so much digital evidence against him. Most cases are convicted from that alone. Yep. They got him. They should have never let Jarvis out of jail the first time. He should have gotten life. Yep. But I'm telling you, it's like they can get away with everything, anything that involves a child. The baby could have been in diapers. This is sick. Yeah, it was a 4-year-old. That's the youngest that I heard. And gave the damn clap to. He got them pregnant too, right? I think the 20-year-old, I think that's his daughter. I think that's his own daughter, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think so. I'm not sure though. You know what? That's something. I wonder if that statement is in the transcripts of the. It gotta be. Let me see something. Give me 1 second, child. Oh, somebody calling.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Whoever called, please state your name. I need to hear a voice when you call because people be playing and I ain't got time. So leave your, let me hear your voice. State your name and where you calling from is what I'm going to ask you once you get on here. But I have had trolls try to call me, so let me continue what I was doing. Y'all free to call back. If you're a real person, say your name. Now, how the heck did I end up over here? Shout out to the 219 people in the building. Please smack that thumbs up. I don't even have, I got 127 thumbs up. Thank y'all so much. Can we get 219 though? Or 206? I see 219 on one device and 206 on the other.
Nikki P. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, Nikki P. Where you calling from?
From Detroit.
Okay. What's up, 313?
Right. What up, though?
What up, though?
Yeah, I was just calling in because I don't know if you stated it or someone in your chat stated it that the case had been sat on for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
But that was not from Detroit Police Department. That was from DPS.
Mm-hmm.
DPS sat on it, and then when DPD finally got it, they were behind the 8 ball. So
yep.
I didn't catch the rest of that, but I thought someone either in your chat said it or you said it.
Yeah, I did glance and see that, and so Shannon Jones got the case. She was asked to look at it February 12th, and then soon as she got it, they the very next day they called interview. Yeah, they was on it. They interviewed or interrogated King, then some other people, and then Jarvis, and yeah, they just took off. But it's set probably on old Wolf's lazy. He couldn't have cared less. That guy, the one that was like, oh hell if I know.
Well, Annette, it was the way Annette presented it to the school. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She presented her as running away. You know what I'm saying? So there was no urgency, and it shouldn't be that way. But she should have never, like Kiwana and Janelle said, she was never a runaway. And for Annette to say that, she's just a hot mess. But I'm from Detroit, like I said. A lot of this propaganda and fake news is going on. Detroit getting dogged out. In a lot of ways, it's just like any other urban city. Kim Worthy, she ain't the first prosecutor. I follow a lot of trials in other states, and their head prosecutions ain't about none either. You know what I'm saying? But she keeps being reelected. Like, people reelect her because nobody really goes, they don't, is nobody that's wanting to be in that position, so they don't go up against her. So that's how she gets, reelected or however. But I'm gonna say this about her: she's a very intelligent woman. She's very smart. She knows the law, so she covers a lot of high-profile cases. And like I said in your chat, they got a lot of digital evidence on him and a lot of video evidence on Jarvis. Mm-hmm. And when Jarvis and King left Ypsilanti, which is what King said. He said he told everybody how long the ride was, and it gave him just enough time to get in his house because he had that tether on. They were all driving, but I know the news, they always present fake. They don't tell the facts like they should.
Right. They always
that's mainstream media for you. But yeah, I plan to attend the trial. I've been covering this trial, but I just want to commend you because I like your channel. Because you're not into all that mess, and I had to just step away for a while because it's just too much is going on out there that shouldn't be going on. The focus should no other than be on Jarvis because he was the last person with Neziah. Period.
Oh, man.
I mean, that household is wrong too,
mm-hmm.
but I don't, like Kim Worthy said, they got the person that they had the evidence against. Now, did Shannon know something? It's a possibility, but we just still speculating. Mm-hmm. I mean, I just can't wait till the trial get here. I'm an avid trial watcher, so I've learned a lot from watching. I watch from all over,
mm-hmm.
Different states and stuff, and I'm looking forward to that trial, and I'm also looking forward to I don't know if you heard about the neurosurgeon that got killed in Detroit.
No.
He was in a gay relationship. Well, his prelim is going. The guy's prelim is going on all this week, but for whatever reason, because I think it's a lot of threats and a lot of people's lives on the line, they're not letting media go in there with cameras. So I was disappointed with that. But what I'm gonna try to do is see if I can get the transcripts from that, because see, I like to go off the transcripts. I like to go off the evidence. In testimony and trial,
Yeah, me too. I like facts.
All the other stuff is just propaganda. It's just clickbait. It's crazy to me. Like, we talking about a little girl here that we about know now that she's probably definitely not with us according to what Kim Worthy has, stated or whatever. But
mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to going to that trial, and I do plan on going.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
But I can keep you up to date, with the because I don't know. I have my ex, and I know that they call it. Twitter. I don't even know how to use it that good, but I know that I can report in the courtroom from that, but I won't have, a camera or anything like that. Now, I got a lady that's from Atlanta. She's a content creator, and me and her keep in touch a lot. She's planning. I might be able to collaborate something with her too. Yeah,
well, shoot, on the back end, because I definitely want to get that information, because I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to be able to make it. I had a bad experience last time I was there, and plus don't have nobody to go with. So I definitely like to talk to you about that behind the scenes.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
You came to the city?
Yeah, we came some years ago. We went to a wedding, and 3 of our cars got broken into. And I came before the drive there, and something like that happened, and I'm by myself. I just can't do it.
Yeah, that's kind of common, depending on what kind of car. I ain't gonna lie, Detroit is notorious for stealing cars.
Right. So who want to go, for a quick trip and something like that happens? So I just said I ain't going.
Are you from Ohio? Because I saw that when I was calling. It said Ohio number.
Yeah, this is an Ohio number. I'm from Ohio for the most part.
Okay. Because I had family that lived in Cleveland, but they moved back here. Since,
Oh. No, I
yeah.
never stayed in the Cleveland area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I want to cover what about Kimani Lateef? What about you gonna try to cover that trial?
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I don't know. I mean, it's on the fence. I need to check back in on that case because I did go out there in the beginning, and I haven't gone to any court things. I went and got paperwork and stuff like that. So I am interested, but that had got messy. When stuff get messy, it do turn me off. That got a little bit messy, but I still care.
I haven't been hearing anything like about hers, but yeah, that mama, she need to have several seats. Girl.
That's the part I'm talking about. Too many lies, and I'm like, man, I cannot. I was basing some things I was talking about off of what she said, and it was just like, yeah. So.
Absolutely. So yeah, because I mean Toledo is not that far, but if it's in the winter months, I ain't the one to be traveling no snow in no winter. I ain't about to chance it, so I wouldn't drive up there. But yeah, my god sister lives up there, but she's no longer here, so it's not like I can go chill with her and
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
And then I was gonna say, like, the trial, I was wondering if they will push this Nazia's trial back since they pushed back the conference. You know they like to do stuff on anniversaries.
Yeah, I don't. The reason why I believe that they pushed that back is because I don't know if you looked at his docket, but he got new charges like on the 13th, and these charges are pending from 2013.
What? Wait a minute. 2013. Wait, he got some on the 13th of this month?
Yeah, that's why I believe they moved it to August 1, because I was going down
some
there
new discoveries then. That's what I was hoping.
Absolutely. And two things that you can't escape from is harm to a child or murder. And you won't escape from that. You know what I'm saying? Statute of limitations never run out. So yeah, so that's why. Cause I was going down there that Friday, the 20th, and something told me the night before.
Wait a minute.
Look up his docket.
Wait a minute. Did you just say unaliving charges from the 13th? 2013?
No, I was saying two things that a person can't escape.
Right.
Am I talking on your live, or I'm just talking to you?
No, we live, baby. We live. That's why I said triggers.
So I'm sorry because I said the other word because I didn't realize we were live because I muted, so I wouldn't have no interference in the background with talking with you. But no, I was saying those are two types of charges that you don't escape because they don't have statute of limitations. No, I'm not saying that, but he had some more charges that they brought in on from 2013. If you look at his docket,
last time I looked, but when did they add them? Because I had already seen they had added charges on there.
They added them on. I thought it was June the 13th. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay. If it's June the 13th, those are different because I haven't seen those. But I did see that they had added some more. Every time he went to court, they added some more stuff at all of those different dates. But I haven't looked this month. You got a screenshot of it? You can send it to me right quick.
I think so because I sent it to my neighbor. She be rolling with me, rocking with me on all these trials.
Oh, okay.
Them together. Yeah. So, and then there's another trial here. I don't know if you heard about this, but boyfriend unalived her. Now I'm planning on attending that trial too. I think his probable cause hearing is coming up. I got it all written down. I don't know the dates, but I know he got a lot of dates in August for his prelim, and I think Jarvis's hearing and that prelim is like on the same day. So I'm not gonna go to this. This case is out of Roseville, Michigan. That's not even far from Detroit at all. It's probably like an 8-minute drive.
Okay, well, shoot, if you could please send me a screenshot of whatever you got, and we'll talk on the back end.
How do I send?
You can send it to the phone. You can text it to this phone.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll do that now because I think I still have it in my text from my neighbor. We be sending each other stuff.
Okay.
And researching.
Okay.
I'll do that in a couple of minutes. Thanks for your time and let me speak.
Yeah, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, OG, I talk slow. What, you talking mess? What is you talking about, man? I thought we was cool. I thought we was good. Yeah, she up on all the news for sure. She says she's an avid trial watcher. But let me see. I forgot what I was doing right quick. What was I looking at? Hold on. So I read about Kim. Oh, that's what I meant to ask her. I wanted to ask her if she knew about Kim Worthy's the stuff. Did she know about it for herself? That what they said about her falsely accusing people of stuff. But I do know that, Detroit ain't the only one. It's jacked up across the board. Y'all know we don't ever get justice the way it's supposed to happen. So I mean, it's messed up across the board. But like when you looking at a case like this where everybody in every position screwed up, it's hard to not pay attention to the prosecutor. Because wasn't nobody looking for anything at first, and then people just something came out, or maybe Cold Piece just went digging on her own and seen that. I don't know what triggered her to pull that up, and I think it was somebody else that did something that pulled that up too. But I think Cold Piece have too. I don't like people talking with their hands. I remember you saying that. It's the ones that be lying and talking. You a mess, OG. Let's see. Let me look to see. Oh, I got a voicemail. Oh, okay. She done. I can't today. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for something right quick. What time is it? Okay. Yeah. It's about time. I'm going to go ahead and close out, y'all. I stand behind the lead prosecutor, Miss Kim Worthy's her law skills. Okay. Well, she said that they can prove like pretty much without a shadow of a doubt, and we haven't seen that yet. This case just shows all the government systems are broken. Yep, from school to court to Shannon. I don't know what that means. Shout out to Frugal Mama. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Y'all, please smack that thumbs up if you didn't get a chance to. We have, I think we got the thumbs up finally matching, but it's because we got less people in here. So it looked like on one of my phones, it was 146 to 146 on the thumbs up, but it looked like we got 164 people in here and 146 thumbs up. Thank y'all to everybody that hit the thumbs up. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Have a good day, Miss Cynthia. And so on. She's worthy. she's worthy. OG said, I love your great live. Thank you so much, OG. I thought, man, thought you was dogging me out for a minute. I didn't even know I talked slow until I got on here. Oh, I hear. Hold on. But anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I ain't gonna waste no more of y'all time. We gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have a great rest of the day, and I will see y'all in the next one. We'll probably be live tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be politics or crime, but I'll see y'all in the next one. And also check out my latest videos, my live streams, my shorts. I do videos, live stream, shorts. I do all forms of content.
Woo.
If you remember, if someone.
Make this go viral. We gon' blow the smoke. TGBL.
Make sure you subscribe and smack that thumbs up on the way out.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You going to jail. Lock his ass up. Nanny boo boo.
And that go for anybody that's not behind bars that should be. We want them all locked up. But peace and love, y'all. We out.